Welcome back to my channel. I don't know if you know this or not, but it's officially January 2021, which means it's time for me to reveal my Pan That palette for this year. I did a whole video a few weeks ago. I'll link it up here and in the description box for you to go back and look at to talk you through the choices, and I was asking for some feedback. You guys were very supportive about one palette in particular. So now it is time to reveal the palette that I have chosen, show you where we are starting, and talk about sort of my initial thoughts or feelings about it. So drum roll please. The palette that I am panning for 2021 is the Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales Lorac collaboration palette. This is a palette that overwhelmingly people were like, do this one, pick this one, this is the palette for you, you thought about it all year. I just want to be clear, I didn't yearn for this palette all year, but it was definitely a palette that I kept pulling out on the weekends every now and then and playing with and being like, you know what, I do like this palette. And as I was doing that exploration, I did nix some of the shades. So I'm going to go ahead and show you where I am starting with this palette for the sake of being able to show you this clearly up close. I will be flipping it upside down to sort of be able to cut out the mirror as much as possible. So here is where we are starting. You're going to notice that there are no shades that have any pan. So we're definitely starting from a very ground zero place. My intention, my goal, my hope is to be able to pan these shades completely. That is the hope and intention. I have already nixed 3 shades from the palette. I got rid of Arg, Black Pearl, and Cursed, which, if I'm remembering correctly, were darker shades that just weren't my style. They didn't really blend that well, didn't look that good on my face. I will tell you that during Christmas, I went with the Sea Haze Menace look that you see right here with these 2 lovely shades. And I don't know, it was a lot of look. I was actually video conferencing with one of my coworkers about what we were working on, and he was just like, wow, that's a lot of green. You have a green sweater and green eyeshadow, and it was a lot of look for what I traditionally do for school. But I was just going for it because it was the last day of school before we went into Christmas. My thoughts on Menace is that it is a difficult shade for me, so I'm not guaranteeing that this one will get panned or if this one's gonna even hang around. The same thing with Starry Night. I mean, have you ever known me to wear a lot of blue eyeshadow? No, girl, no. I think I wore this once when it was blue and white day at my school, and I was like, girl, go for it. Wear the blue eyeshadow. Wear Gonzo on your lids. It's basically what I think of when I see that shade. So no promises that Starry Night or Menace will 1, hang around, or 2, be panned completely, but the rest of this palette and what really draws me to it is there are a lot of very wearable colors in here. You have some warmer tones, but then you also have some cooler gray types of shades leaning silver, like Shiver Me, Yoho, Lost at Sea. Those colors really pull me in. Silent Mary also is a matte gray. I'm just here for it. And this palette is ginormous. This is a beefy, bulky palette, and I would just love to get this worked through and out of my life. Plus, you guys know I love the rock palettes. So this is where we're going. If you're new to this, what I'll be doing is every single month, I will be doing an update to show you last month and then the current month where I am at. Again, my goal is to try to pan every single shade in here in the 1 year that I'm working on this. My rules for the Pan That palette are very simple. Basically, Monday through Friday, this is what I am pulling from to get my everyday looks. However, on the weekends, I will allow myself to play by either letting myself use an entirely different palette or mixing other palettes or single shadows with this. That is my ultimate hope. The other parameter that I tend to fall under is that with palettes that have creams, I'm fortunate that this one has Ghostly, which is a white that I can get use out of, and Matey, oh, so good. These are 2 of basically the same type of shade, so it will take me a while to work through the creams in here, but once I do, I will pull another cream in and I will either put it in one of those 2 empty pans or I will just keep it separate. But aside from that, my goal is to only really exclusively use this 5 out of the 7 days in every single week. So that's it. That is my 2021 palette announcement. I hope that you are excited. If you are and you have this palette, leave me some of your favorite go-to looks with this, because I would love to know and love to try them out and get a better feel for all the things in here. I am looking for some inspiration because I have used this a few times on its own, but really in the month of December, I was mixing it with what I was trying to finish off in my 2020 project. So I haven't really used this in recent couple of months as just a standalone palette. So I would love to know your favorite looks with this. I am very much looking forward to seeing where we go this year. And I so appreciate all of the support that you guys give me on my Project Pan, because it really does keep me motivated, keep me focused, and keep me enjoying the Pan That Palette challenge from year to year. But enough of me yammering. It's time for me to go get to work on this palette, and I will look forward to giving you my first update at the end of this month. All right, guys, that is it for me. Have a fabulous day, and I'll talk to you in the next video.